Welcome Iain Johnston to this specialist CAV quiz question rapid fire round. We're delighted you're able to join us today. Please tell us why you're choosing the Hawker 125 as your specialist subject.
The Hawker 125 is one of the aircraft platforms I've worked on the longest. So for 26 years this year I've worked with the Hawker 125 and the guys in the US in Wichita and also in Broughton in the UK.
Welcome. Well, here we go.
Thank you.
Question 1. Name 2 museums in the UK where we can view a Hawker 125.
There is RAF Cosford, where you can see one of the Domini aircraft, and there's also the Science Museum in London. So if you ever get into London, they've got a Hawker 125 inside the Science Museum.
When did the last Hawker 125 roll off the production line in Wichita?
That was 2012.
When did de Havilland announce it was replacing the Dove aircraft with the DH-125?
February 61.
When was the Hawker 1000 announced, and what was the difference between it and the Hawker 800?
The Hawker 1000 was announced in 1989, and the difference was it had a longer fuselage. Easy way to tell, it had 7 windows instead of 6.
There was a strange name for the DH-125 when it was first announced. What was it?
It was called the Jet Dragon. I'm not sure why. I think it's due to the engines obviously having the fire come out the back of the jets.
When did the Hawker 125 take its first test flight?
August 62.
How long was the Hawker 125 in production?
50 years, from 1962 to 2012.
Name a major airline that used the Hawker 125 for training its pilots.
Qantas in Australia had 2 of them for training their pilots on the Boeing 707.
When did the first Hawker 125-800 fly?
40 years ago this year, in 1983.
Why is the outer Hawker 125 TKS panel made from titanium and laser drilled?
In the early 1980s, it was designed out into titanium to help with the laminar flow over the outer edges of the wing.
Name a country whose military still uses the Hawker 125.
That's the U-125, which is in Japan. They have 27 of them.
What was the build number of the last Hawker 125?
It was HA213 and it came off the line in Wichita.
When did final assembly move from Broughton in the UK to USA?
1996 they moved to final assembly, but the fuselage and wings were still manufactured in Broughton until 2012.
Name a celebrity spotted in a Hawker 125 recently.
Tom Jones, when he was doing his tour of the US last year, there was a photograph of him outside a Hawker 1000 in California with the sunset in the background.
Thank you very much, Iain, Aftermarket Manager here at CAV Systems. You had no passes and 12 out of 12.
Thank you very much.